Hello and welcome back to the Coder's Legacy channel. In this video, we're going to explore the Python Dill library. Dill is an extension of the Python Pickle library, which is used for object serialization. Basically, what that means is that Python objects are converted into a byte format, a byte stream, and then this byte stream can be saved or sent somewhere. Because you can't directly save, for example, a Python object to a file, right? You can't do that. So what you do instead is convert it to a byte stream and then save that byte stream to the file, and then you can later read it for, when you want to reload it back into your Python application. And similarly, when you're sending data across a network, you want to send a Python object across a network, you can't send the Python object directly. You need to instead convert it to a byte stream, and then you send that byte stream across, and then it gets decoded back from the byte stream into a Python object on the other side. So that's what we're going to explore in today's video. Here we have a car object that I've created. Then we'll practice serializing this class and its objects into a Python file, and then reading them back and converting them into Python objects. So let's begin. The first thing you need to do is import a dill, alright? And this is something you need to install. It's not included in the standard Python library. So do pip install dill. Okay, I already have this, so I don't need to. Then come down here and then create an file object. Alright, we want to write this data to a file, so we're going to create a file object first. File is equal to open, then the name of the file, like save. Let's assume this is a save. Then we'll do the second parameter, which is the mode in which we're opening this file. So normally we do W or R or A, write, read, append, but we want to do WB this time, which means write binary. Okay, B for binary data. Next, we're going to do dill.dump, and then the first parameter is going to be the object that you want to serialize. If you have many objects, I recommend just putting them into one list and then serializing that list. Next, do ofile, which is the file object that we created. Then do ofile.close to close our file, and then let's just run our code. Now we're going to run this code, and let me just change this over here so we save it in the same location. Alright, now over here we have our save file. Alright, and we can't really open this because it's in binary format, and yeah, it's not going to show. Now what I'm going to do is remove this, alright, so that we don't append any more data, and I'll comment this out as well. And then we'll just bring this down a bit. Now what we're going to do is run this code again, and our goal is going to be to read the file and then save these objects inside this list. Okay, basically do the reverse of what we just did. Now we're going to do data is equal to dill.load, and we need to first read the file. ifile is equal to open save, which is the name of our file, then the read format, which is RB, read binary. Then we pass in this file object in here, then we close the file object, and now we have the data in here. Let's just call this new data, which is actually our old data which we saved. Now we're going to iterate over this for car in new data. Now remember, this was a list when we serialized it, which means it's also a list when we load it back. So you kind of need to keep in mind, you need to remember in what order you saved your objects. Because if you saved, for example, 10 lists inside another list, like a 2D list with 10 lists inside, the same order that you saved those lists in is going to be the same order in which they get unpacked. Okay, so let's look over here. We saved them in this order, right? So let's see what happens. I'm going to do car.display. This is why I made the display function, so that we could print the values out. Let's try this code out, and here we go. First comes Toyota, then BMW, and then BMW, and then Honda. Alright, so that's the same order in which we appended these values to the list. And this is something important to keep in mind. Now I'll teach you one more thing. Right now I'm teaching you just how to directly save the Python object to a file in binary format. But what if you want the binary byte stream itself, maybe to send across the internet? So in that case, what you can do is you can leave out all this file stuff, and let me just bring back this. Okay, data is equal to this, and then we can just remove that too. Then I'll do byte stream is equal to dill dot dumps. And what this does, this is dumps. Okay, this is different from the dump function we used earlier. Dumps just takes a single parameter, the object that you want to serialize, and it returns a byte stream. Okay, so if I run this, we get this extremely weird string over here, which is basically binary data. And if you want to send this across the internet, you can. And if you want to convert this back into a Python object, what you can do is new data is equal to dill.loads, then pass in that byte stream in here, and then we will have our new data, which is basically going to be a list. All right, so if I run this now, you can see that it's a list which contains 3 car objects. So we know it's basically the same as what we saved. All right, and let me just show you, just so that you can be fully satisfied that it's really the same thing. Okay, and here we go. So see, Toyota, then the BMW, then the Honda. Oh, and I almost forgot, I mentioned in the start of the video that Dill is an extension of Pickle. So basically it's faster than Pickle and better performance, and it also supports more types. Because Pickle, there are some rare circumstances under which Pickle will not be able to serialize objects. Dill has a greater compatibility with Python objects. The kind of objects that Dill can serialize but Pickle can't are extremely niche, so there's a 99% chance you won't ever need that, but Dill is faster, so why not use Dill? And yeah, I made a previous video on Pickle as well, so if you want to see that as well, I'll include that in the description below. But yeah, I would recommend Dill. See you guys in the next video.